Okay, so I think today we should go on a track day. Let's go to Silverstone. Let's go on the GP track. Here we are, we're arriving at the iconic Silverstone track, where it's steeped in history of some great riders and great drivers that have graced the circuit over many years. A lot of these vlogs you see are from people who are already on track, and you never get to see the arrival, do you? They're already on track and they're whizzing around and going, yeah, great. But what I hope to do here is just give you a sense of what it's like to arrive. What is it like to arrive at a track day, or this track day? Silverstone is massive. It's 3.6 or 3.7 miles long. It's beautiful. It's got some great facilities, and this is the arrival. This is the route in. So it's going to be a short video, the arrival, because my hotel was literally 5 minutes away. Also, we're fortunate enough to be in the wing. The wing is one of the newest buildings where F1 cars assemble and drivers assemble to get pushed out onto the grid. That's quite exciting. I think there's a better restaurant there as well, which is good. Yeah, so it's good. So the thing is, there won't be many talking bits while I'm on track, because I'm not going to set my mic up. I'm just going to set the camera up and just take footage as I'm going around. Morning, track day. Yeah.
Turn left.
To the wing.
Down to the wing.
Lovely, thank you. Turn left and down to the wing. So this is it inside Silverstone. You've got tracks within the main track, if that makes sense. You've got Stowe track, which is a smaller track where I did my superbike school training. And then you've got, I think Porsche here, and all sorts of other companies. You've got the various stands, of course, and there's always something going on here. I think even through the winter it's quite busy. It's a grey day today. I think that might suit conditions for whizzing around the track better than if it was a sunny day. If you're new to all of this, start at a novice. Even if you're a really fast road rider, because it just gets you up to pace, and you learn the lines, and it's well worth asking a chap, one of the instructors, to follow you around for a few laps, just to... I think I've gone the wrong way. Oh, have I gone the wrong way? Oh, I think the wing's down there. I think the wing... Oh, someone's following me. Don't know why. It's such a big track, this. It's so easy to get lost, and they have tunnels and shortcuts everywhere. So let's have a look. Does it say wing? The wing. No, I'm okay. The wing, International Paddock. Cool. What was I saying? Yeah, it's well worth taking instruction just for a couple of laps, if that's all you want to do. I had a masterclass day here, which was just fantastic. And along with the masterclass, I've done Silverstone track days quite a few times now, so pretty much know the corners. Still doesn't mean I don't get it right, and it still doesn't mean I'm very quick. I'm naturally risk averse, so I brake quite early and I don't lean it that well, and I'm gentle on the throttle. But today I'm going to just give it a bit more, a few more beans I think. I'll try to. I'm just going round and round. How far is the wing? I think I've gone the wrong way round. But anyway, it's good video, isn't it? Ah, look at the wing. There we are. But it does give you a sense of scale, riding around the perimeter of Silverstone, I guess. So I need to go. Oh yes, I know where I am now. I think she sent me in the wrong way. I think I could have gone right there. I need to be over this bridge. Very exciting. Very exciting. Oh. The wing wants me to go right now. Let's go right. You see what I mean about all these other companies and buildings and Team Hunt? What's that? Well, a helipad there for dignitaries, or if you want to pay to come to Silverstone on F1, that's probably the best way to do it. Get a helicopter ride in. Stowe circuit, I think. No, it's not. That's the main circuit. Stowe circuit's there. Lost my bearings though. That's a circuit within a circuit. Here is the wing. Hello. Morning.
You doing right?
Yes.
Do you know what group you're in?
Yeah, I'm with the BMW 32, 33, but it's the blue group.
Blue group.
Yeah.
So it's garages.
You head for 32 and
33, yeah, they're in BMW.
35, yeah.
Alright, lovely, thank you.
Alright, have a good day.
Thank you. $32, $33, here we go. Oh. There you go. So we just had our safety briefing, and I thought I'd let you see the wing and the new track which is laid this year, and apparently it's beautiful. Oh, it looks good. Look at this. Look at this tarmac, guys. Good grief. Get rid of the rubber. So there's 10 minutes until the fast group goes out, and they'll do 2 sighting laps, come in, and then they'll go for it on the 3rd lap, and then it's blue group, which is my group, and I'll be on board with the camera, of course, and on one of the sessions I'll give the camera to one of my friends to hopefully film me coming around that corner, zooming down here into that corner. How are you setting your bike up?
Hey John,
Hello.
what are you trying to cheat and steal my settings?
I am. Go on. What's your settings?
So at the moment I'm in Race Pro 1, which I've dialed up and set already. I'm keeping the traction quite high while it's cool and just doing the sighting laps.
Yeah.
And then I can dial it out
Ah, on the hoof.
on the hoof.
So lower is less.
Lower is less, so that's less intervention and maximum intervention.
When you are...
while it's all cold at the moment, it'll go up to 7. While it's all cold at the moment, I'm just...
You've interrupted my video.
Sorry. It has buzzed, but it's not here. Thanks.
So when you're riding now, you'll have it in forward.
So what I've got my mode set up in, let's go back out quickly. Because you can dial these in and preset them for yourself. So in my configuration, let's go into the configurator. So that's where it's set at the moment for Race Pro 1. So engine, I've got on a road map. Engine braking is on a dynamic map, or race, so it alleviates a little bit of engine braking. Traction control dialed into a road map anyway, so I'd rather have it interfere earlier. Same with the wheelie control. The wheelies on race, so there's slight wheelies, little hovers, and the ABS I've put onto dynamic, so
you haven't turned it off?
There's not too much interference.
Okay.
No.
Right.
No, it's cold. It's cold outside. First laps, warming tyres, the whole lot. And then the damping I've left at the factory settings 6666 across. And then race mode 2 I've already dialed in, so it alleviates parts of it. So you'll see the throttle's more responsive, the engine braking stays where it is, the traction control I've dulled down, the wheelie control I've left where it is on slight wheelies, ABS I've left where it is, and I've just pumped up the compression and the rebound.
So Race Pro 2, that's when it gets a bit warmer out there?
Correct.
Okay.
So as I'm riding, if it gets warmer, all I do is I just hit the mode button.
As you're riding?
As I'm riding, and I go into the next map.
Wow.
So these are 3 maps essentially, 3 suspension settings, 3 traction settings, 3 configurations that I can use while I'm out on track.
Wow.
And then the bottom one is pretty much hell for leather, let it all happen.
Wow. Brilliant.
So at the moment I'm on race 1.
Yeah.
And as it warms up, I'll dial it out.
Yeah, perfect, thank you. So I thought I'd do a wrap-up video for today. It's quite an interesting day. I thought the track day would be, I don't want to say better than it was, but it just drizzled all day. And because it was drizzling, the bike was in rain mode. And what that does is cuts the power and puts traction up, and throttle response, it limits that. And so I was just being overtaken by everything. And I was in the intermediate group, which is fine usually, but there were a lot of bikes there which aren't just road bikes, they're also track bikes. But also it was handicapped by the fact that it was in rain mode, apart from the last session. And on the last session I put it in sports mode and it just totally transformed the bike. There's more than enough power on the straights, throttle response was better. I was able to put the power down quite easily, keep up with traffic. Unfortunately I didn't get video footage of that, but what did happen was on the first session, and had the camera on, and I haven't managed to find a bit of film yet, but hopefully I will. But as I was going into Maggots, I just passed a fella and I was in 4th gear. I knocked it into 3rd gear to go into the first set of the S-bends and it jumped out, so I had no gears as I was going into a corner. Well, if any of you have ever done a track day or on the road and you've knocked it into a gear for it then to pop out and go into neutral, it's a horrible experience. It's well, because you've got no engine braking, and if you've got no engine braking you go straight, you rev the engine and there's nothing there and you think, well, what am I going to do? I need to knock it up, and by the time you thought of all this, you've used a second of time, and by that time your bike isn't going around the corner anymore, it's sort of set up a little bit. So that was worrying, and that put me off on that session, so I went in because I was worried about hitting corners at 140 and having to go down through the gears, and I can't afford for it to pop out of a gear when you're going into the corner at that speed. So it put me off, so I went in, and I think that was a session just before lunch. But it was the only time that it did it, so it must have been, maybe I didn't engage the gear as securely as I should have done. Maybe it's just one of those things. Anyway, apart from that, it was okay. It was just drizzly, and whilst that shouldn't stop you enjoying yourself on the track day, it's the fact that it was drizzly and I was in rain mode and nobody else seemed to care really, and I was getting buzzed a bit, and it was alright. It was alright. I'm absolutely exhausted. It feels like I've had 7 bells knocked out of me, and it's the concentration, and it's being on the bike, and it's manhandling it around the corners, and it's just a physical activity. It's such hard work. My top tip for a track day is take plenty of snacks with you, and eat plenty and drink plenty. Silverstone are very good with supplying water, tea, coffee all free, and biscuits, and I ate a lot of biscuits today, which is probably why I'm feeling a bit crappy. And riding home, riding home was nice. It was like you've just done a track day, you've done 6 sessions of 20 to 25 minutes per session on track. It's a big circuit, 3.6 odd miles, and you've done all that, and you're riding home, and it feels like when you was a kid, when you used to go out and play all day, and you come home, you're absolutely exhausted. It's a nice feeling, and I'll sleep well tonight. But anyway, I'm on another track day in end of October, and that's in Spain, and I look forward to that. But until then, hope you enjoyed this video. It's probably going to be a bit patchy. I'll do my best with it, with the editing. I'm still very new at it, but hopefully you've enjoyed it. So until then, goodbye.